All right. Hello, everyone. We're doing a reboot of the games chat. We're going to do something nice and short and sweet on as few topics as possible to make things easier for everyone. I am Andrew, hosting this thing, and co-host is Kevin. You may know him as Clouded Unknown on the YouTubes.
Hello.
All right, and we're going to get this show on the road. The two topics for this little games chat short will be the technical specs for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720, and after that, we're going to talk a little bit about the Ilumiroom. But first things first, let's hit the tech specs. And before any of you diehard fans start doing your flame wars, the graphics processing unit, the thing that gives it the graphics power, is the same thing. Sure, the PlayStation 4 has the quote unquote HD 7670. But that's actually a rebrand of the 6670, which is going into the Xbox 360. I mean, not 360, Xbox 720. Both of which are better than the Wii U's AMD HD 5000 series card. So the question comes down to how powerful the CPU / the PlayStation 4's APU is going to be. You have anything to say on this, Kevin?
Not really. I think it's actually a good thing that both consoles are actually going to be using relatively the same hardware now. Because in the past there's always been issues, where console wars like, hey, we're better, and stuff, and it was a headache for programmers and developers. And I'm thinking that with they're using around the same technology, or at least closer than they were previously, it's going to remove a large amount of the headache, and it's going to actually remove a large amount of the flame wars.
Yeah, it comes down to now the power of the CPUs and how much RAM
Pretty much.
is going to be in there. Because if one of them has more RAM, that kind of changes in a way the balance of things just a little bit. But the fact that they are running basically the same graphics chips is really a nice thing, especially for cross-platform games. That's really going to kind of streamline things, hopefully.
Yes, definitely.
All right. I think that's that for that little bit. Let's go ahead and talk about Ilumiroom. And if you haven't seen Ilumiroom, I'll have a link posted somewhere on this video right now. To the blog post I made about it, which also has the embed for the YouTube video that was posted by Microsoft's research division. And it is a really neat concept. I mean, when I first saw this, which it was revealed by Microsoft as a kind of a tech demo at this year's CES. My first thoughts was if this was in the 720, it would be completely amazing.
Oh, without a doubt.
But after a week after, and thinking on it, it's like there's just the likeliness of having this technology is pretty low.
Definitely.
Like it would be way too pricey. Like they're going to have the Kinect version 2 in there, and I think that's generally going to be it for the crazy tech. But there's some really cool ideas. Like it gives you a visual beyond what your TV has. Not a great, full screen, full color visual, but it's still a very impressive display.
Very.
There's even like certain moments, especially let me see what it would be. Yeah, around 24 seconds into the video, there's the fire effects,
Mm-hmm.
and and like that's almost 3D. It's basically kind of mimics 3D,
The fire is kind
kind
of
of
coming at you.
coming at you, which is really really cool.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of other cool cues, like in certain moments you'll be able to see an opposing player or an item just floating around in front of you on the periph, and like you can just turn and kind of go to it. That seems to hint at some really cool gameplay ideas.
Definitely.
But again, this is something we probably won't see with the 720 or like later in the 720's life.
Well, I don't really know about that. Because, I mean, Microsoft is, they've been known to actually make technology affordable for people. For example, Windows as an alternative to Mac OS. And, they got the Xbox, which is the cheapest of all consoles with the exception of the Wii 1, not the Wii U.
Yeah,
And,
it's pricey.
And they also made the Kinect fairly late in its life, and it's taken off too. And it has very powerful technology in it. Because you can hack it and use it on the PC
but
and use it for
what the
millions of things.
What the Kinect was kind of presented as beforehand, though,
True,
was a lot more powerful than what they put on the market. And the V2 version is the one that's going to basically, bring the full power of what the Kinect can do. Like, you're going to have the awesome tracking that you want in this thing. I'm hoping for it, but like again, it seems like it's a pretty like the pricing. I don't know if they have found a good point for this, because they're gonna have like a cheap projector that's probably gonna have to mount on the ceiling, and there's a lot of stuff that they're gonna have to figure out to get this mainstream market.
Well, that's just it. Are they gonna make it so you can go out and buy your own projector, and they just provide the cables and the other hardware and software? Or is it gonna be one all huge thing where you just have to get it with the projector and all the cables and everything, or maybe they may offer two different packages too.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, but it would be awesome to see this pop up for the 720 up front, but very unlikely. Like, they just now got the version, the more powerful version of the Kinect.
Yeah.
That's going to be with the Xbox. And the question is price on the next Xbox with that in there. PS4, there's been a bunch of patents floating around. Don't really know what's going on with that. But they're kind of still hovering around the Wii U. Not the Wii U, but the kind of the Wiimote gimmick. There's been a couple of revision patents, I guess, that's been floating around, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. You have any final words?
No, not really. Just I definitely could see this technology happening fairly late, but yeah, I definitely do agree with you. We won't be seeing this in anytime soon. Probably not for another couple of years.
Yeah, we'll be definitely keeping an eye out for it.
Oh, yes.
But right now, it really comes down to what the prices for the next generation consoles are going to be, because we can't have another $600 console with the PS4 or $450, Xbox 360. I don't think that's going to work. I think the sweet spot is going to be $400.
400 is probably the max.
400 for, at least for the basic, and then maybe a 450.
Yeah.
For, like a high capacity hard drive or something like that.
The premium version.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this games chat short. Keep your eye on the blog and the Clear Gaming channel on the YouTubes. And we will be back with you later.
Bye, everybody.